Hi, YouTube family of believers. It's Daughter of the Most High. Hope you're having a good day today. When I got home from work, I watched the Sid Roth It's Supernatural show with Kevin Zadai. And Zadai is spelled Zadai. And perhaps you've already watched this episode of Sid Roth. But if you haven't, I will link it below after I upload this video. It's about 40 minutes long, and it's very interesting. And the show is called Jesus Shows Kevin Zadai Next 11 Years in Heaven. So I'm not sure the next 11 years in heaven is correct, so I'm not sure who typed that out, but definitely the next 11 years. He states in this interview that Jesus said to him that people keep saying it's the end times, and they're wondering which bowl or seal that we're in, and that it's not the end times, and that we will know the end times because there will be complete lawlessness. And so that is actually said in this interview. And Kevin Zadai says Jesus said that to him. And he said, you have 11 more years of, and he showed him the various ministry things that he will be doing in the next 11 years. And I was quite surprised by that. Maybe you are too. I was thinking we are in the pre-tribulation times, that, everything that's been going on. And then again today, there's how many fires going on in California. I mean, there's always things going on. And it just seems like we were heading into, the tribulation times soon. And so I was thinking that our time here, whether we're, I'm not thinking that we're pre-trib anymore, but mid-trib or later in the trib, which would still mean that our time is short, because I thought we were heading in to the tribulation times quickly. And then due to Dana Coverstone's dreams, it sounded like we were heading into that we could pray and thwart some of the enemy's plans, but that we were pretty much, going to head into, like the U.S. was going to be attacked, and we would have this internal trouble, and then the U.S. would be attacked by China and Russia, and we know that that's going to happen at some point, because it says that in the book of Revelation. But that, again, I thought our time was shorter. So if Kevin Zadai is correct, now he also says, Kevin says that if we don't pray, now he doesn't specifically say that the Lord told him, if you pray, you have 11 years. If you don't pray, that time will be lost. He does not say it like that. What he does say is that if the believers will pray, we can, take authority over the enemy's work. We can cut it short. We can cut it down, and that we can have a time of glory before the tribulation time. So I hope I'm saying that correctly, because I, of course, don't want to say the wrong thing, but it's in the video. And so, again, the fact that he was shown that, he has like 11 years of his own ministry, like assignments or things that he's going to be doing in the next 11 years. I was just shocked. So you'll have to listen for yourself. And again, there's people getting words all the time, but, and I'm just trying to pay attention and, pray and listen and, that sort of thing. So I just wanted to let you know that that really stood out for me. Kevin, Sid asks, Kevin to pray at the end of the show. And so there is a prayer at the end of the show. And I will also include that prayer in the description box so that we can pray that. Maybe we can, copy and paste that onto Word and then type it out and pray it. And so that would be really good. And then Sid also kept hearing, pray for Attorney General Barr. Pray for Attorney General Barr. And then also President Trump, and then praying for the peace of Jerusalem. And so that was Sid's part and inclusion in that prayer. And it is in Psalm 122, 6 through 9, that says, pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you be secure. May there be peace within your walls and security in your citadels. For the sake of my family and friends, I will say, peace be within you. For the sake of the house of the Lord our God, I will seek your prosperity. And remember, prosperity, we always think financial, but prosperity means spirit, soul, and body. That we would be whole in every way. That's true prosperity. If we gain financial prosperity and we haven't grown in the things of God and otherwise, that we know typically what happens with prosperity. So again, that is in Psalm 122, 6 through 9, so we can include that in the prayer as well. So in the description box, look for the link for Sid's show. It's about 40 minutes long. It's like just over, like 41 minutes. And then I'll also put the prayer in there that Kevin Zadai prays at the end of the show. And then if you want to, copy and paste that. And the thing is that, and I don't know if you guys are experiencing this, but I am, that, I get all excited and get really like diligent and fired up and I want to pray. But sometimes as I go about my day and I go to work and I do everything, I lose that fire. And I really want to make a commitment to pray every single day, not just that little mini prayer. Kevin Zadai says that too. He says, I forgot what he calls it. I think he calls it a cold snack. And our prayer life being a cold snack, and he says we need to have a hot meal. And I will accept that, because even though I will pray about things throughout the day, I need to really bunk down. That I have a harder time doing that. I need to bunk down and settle in and just really, war in the spirit, because we are hearing over and over that we can cut this stuff down, thwart it, knock down and, bind up the works of the enemy in Jesus's name. But the church really has to get on its knees and get in the prayer closet. And the fact is that sometimes it's a struggle to do that. And we can even be solid and good in that for a couple of days or a week, and everything seems to fade. It's it's such a battle to stay with things. And I think if we have I have a secular job, if you're working ministry, this is your life all day, every day. But those of us that are working in the secular field and then have our family and different things, sometimes we kind of lose that fire, and we've got to stay with that. I need to stay with that. So if you feel a little maybe discouraged that you have a hard time staying with that, I just want to let you know I do too. And I'm going to copy that prayer off and pray that every single day. And I have my own prayer that I really felt an anointing on that I posted. And I prayed that for probably barely a week. And then that kind of fell off for me. And I'm just going to tell you, that's embarrassing to share. That's my own prayer that I felt like the Lord really anointed and I, put on my channel. And then I think on my way home, I'm going to pray that as soon as I get home, or I'm going to, quick eat something and then I'm going to pray that. And you know that I forget. And I don't know if that's, me or the work of the enemy, but I've been forgetful about that. So, yeah, I apologize, Lord, for not being diligent, even in the height of this stuff. So, again, God isn't about condemning us, but we do need to buckle down. And so, again, in the description box, look for the Sid Roth show with Kevin Zadai, and then I'll put that prayer in there as well, Kevin's prayer, because it's really good and anointed. And then anything else, of course, the Lord leads you to pray. And let's all just, once again, I'll say it again, let's all make a commitment to pray daily, and really, and then encourage others to, too. I was thinking as I was listening to Sid and Kevin, it's like, how can we get a prayer chain, going so that we can, have prayer meetings in our house? I mean, we need to really hit this. And I was thinking, what can I do at home, or doesn't even have to be at my house, just so long as some believers are gathered in somebody's house and then pray together. I mean, it would be so awesome. Or if we could even create like a Zoom meeting, a Zoom prayer meeting. And if I'm not even sure how to do that, I'm not real tech savvy. So if any of you know how to do it, and you can create a Zoom meeting and just say, hey, it's 7 o'clock tonight, or 10 o'clock tonight, or noon, or whatever, and see how many people we can get logged on. I'd love to do that too. So let's really make, sorry, I'm getting froggy again. Let's really make an effort to pray and be diligent about this daily. And our time is very short. And I mean, can you imagine if we don't pray now when we have been warned and encouraged to do so? And then in a month or two, these things start happening and we think, we should have prayed. We should have prayed. We weren't diligent about praying. And we're seeing things happen, and it's going to be bad. So right now, it's still reasonably quiet unless you live in California or Seattle. We can head some of this off. So let's just make that commitment, and I need to too, every single day and throughout the day, especially on the weekend. So let's do that. And so that's all I have for today. Just look for those things in the description box. And if you share in the comments if you have been diligent about praying, or if you're like some of us and you're willing to commit to that and just say, hey, I started, but then it fell off, just like, everything else. It just seems like it falls off in, half a week or a week. Let's be diligent. Me too. So anyway, no condemnation. Let's just pick it up from here and be strong in it. So be blessed, believers, and hope the rest of your week goes well, and we'll be chatting soon. All right. Thank you.